All right, I've started recording right now. So that was a great learning from Deepak Raj. Deepak Raj, others Raj is not coming today. I think.
He is joining.
Oh, he's here. Sorry. My bad. All right, I will ask next presenter who is me. I'm going to present now.
Yeah, I exchanged my phone with Deepak. So I am
Oh,
here.
that is what I was confused. So no,
Okay.
it's early morning for me. I don't have time to help somebody. I don't have money to offer to somebody. Sounds familiar? We live in a society highly selfish and self centered, where we are often trapped by a dogma. What I will get if I help somebody, what I'm going to get in return. Zig Ziglar has once said, if you want to be successful in your life, you have to help enough number of people to become successful. And that is what the central idea of this chapter, the joy of giving. The joy of giving. The author here suggests us to practice the joy of giving, and he discussed ideas on how we can practice joy of giving, how joy of giving can enrich somebody else's life, and how we will enrich ourselves by practicing the joy of giving. Author has a very beautiful way of saying things through several stories and several anecdotes throughout this chapter. Uh, the most beautiful things and key learning which I learned are three, which I would like to share with you that resonated with me, and I think it can help you. Number one, if if something is not meeting your need, then turn it into a seed. If something is not meeting your need, turn it into your seed. What that means, for example, you may have clothes, you may have books, you may have baby toys, you may have baby clothes which you may not be using, which is not of any use for you. You can go ahead and take those and donate it to any donation center. It can be a seed for somebody else. Number two, you must learn to practice always to be a giver, not a taker. Start helping somebody in accomplishing their dream. Your dream will be taken care by God. Number three, and it's very, very important. Whatever you give, whatever you donate, whatever help, whatever love you will give to society, everything will return back to you. Now, you may be asking, Ajay, how I can help financially to somebody when I don't have anything to offer? Trust me, guys, let me tell you this, you have a lot to offer. What you can offer? You can offer a beautiful smile, you can offer a beautiful hug, you can offer a beautiful kiss, you can offer a beautiful words of compliment, saying if somebody is doing a great job, saying that, hey, you know what, you are doing such a great job. It takes few seconds for your time to say that word, but it lasts for forever. So that was my takeaways from this chapter, and how we can implement this practically in life. That is very interesting, and I have two stories to share with you today, how I have implemented it. Number one, it was a Friday afternoon here in the country in United States, and I was in my office. It was during lunch hour. I had a coworker, and she was disappointed, dejected, and disheartened because of her colleagues and manager, and she felt that she was cornered. She asked my help. I listened to her very patiently for 20 odd minutes, and then I listened to her acting like a sounding board so that she can vent her frustration, her anger, her depression on me. I just listened the way Lord Krishna has listened in Mahabharata, when Arjun was explaining him the situation. After listening for 20 odd minutes, I offered her some great life changing advice on how to deal with obstacles and how to turn crisis into an opportunity. You would be surprised. After 2 days, she came back to my desk and she said, Ajay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time other day. You made me realize how I can be grateful for the things I have and not to worry about the things I don't have. So I sincerely thank you from deep of my heart. Guys, if you see what I did for her, I didn't do give any money to her. I just gave 20 minutes of time, right? And it had changed her life. Second story is about, it's very interesting. It was last year when I had to travel out of the country for my visa problems. And I still remember when I came back, the hug, which warm hug which Janet gave me, in a club meeting, that was fantastic. That was phenomenal. And she was so excited and so delighted that I was back to the country. And she was like, I'm so happy for you. I was feeling that she has accomplished her dream, and that night I realized how much grateful I am to the people who are there in the country. What it costed to her, few seconds, but it had made me a profound impact. So the next time, whenever you think about you don't have any money to offer to anybody, or you don't have time, just think about, count all your blessings, whatever you have in your life. You will be surprised, and definitely it will touch your life. Thank you. All right, so we will ask next presenter, which is on my list. Hira, Janet. Janet, go ahead and share your learning. We are so excited to hear from you. Welcome, Janet, everybody. Please clap here. Go ahead, Janet. Dilip is timing. Dilip, are you timing, right? So you want to know your chapter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chapter Defeating Disappointments. It's part 4, let go of the past. And the main point of the author is don't dwell on yesterday's disappointments or your past failures. Look ahead. God has things. God has better things in store for you. He has a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. And I particularly liked when he said, turn your scars into stars. In the chapter, he told about his dad, who was a minister before he was. And his dad married at an early age. And even though he had the best intentions for the marriage, it didn't work out. And he felt like he could have maybe not been a minister anymore. Felt sorry for himself that this had happened, but instead he did meet someone new who had a different name, kind of caught his eye. It was a nurse that worked at a hospital, and he made all kind of excuses to go visit congregation members who were sick and in the hospital so he could run into this nurse. Anyway, he ended up marrying her, and his father was a minister for 50 years and founded the Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, and spoke with millions of people. And my takeaways are, it's natural to feel some remorse when something doesn't work out, but you have to give it time. But if you've been remorse about something for more than a year, it's time to let it go. In my book, I had a Cardinal who tried different jobs till he found his dream jobs. So even though some of his jobs or failures, he didn't let the failures hold him back. He still kept trying for new things. And every day is a new day. God gives us new chances. And how can we implement these learnings in our lives? We can do things like journal about our problems, talk to friends, ministers, counselors, and try to compartmentalize problems in our minds. You can acknowledge that something bad has happened, but you don't have to keep dwelling on it. You can keep moving forward, and you can do positive things like joining a self-help book club. And let's see. Don't let regrets of yesterday destroy the hopes and dreams of tomorrow. You can change your attitude. A friend told me the other day, you're not powerless over you. So we can, even though we've made mistakes in the past, we can move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. I think a big round of applause to you. And some of the great learning what I had is don't dwell on past. Such a great advice. God has great things for you. If plan A is not working, that means that you deserve better. And what great way you have suggested us to implement practically in life by writing. I'm not sure how many of you are writing, but if you write like 5 things you are grateful for, sometimes when you are going through a problem, it helped me. So I write 5 things grateful for today before I go to bed. Thank you, Janet, for reminding us again. We really appreciate. And there is no shame in trying different things in life until you achieve your destiny. I mean, that is a central idea of your book as well. I mean, the a flip flap tree. So I felt it very connecting. It's very compelling. Thank you. I will go ahead and ask next presenter, who is Hira, and he will not be able to share his video because of a necessity problem. Hira, go ahead and share your learnings. Welcome, Hira.
Hi friends, good evening. Tonight I have been assigned chapter number 21, Getting Up on the Inside. In this chapter, Joel Osteen has given 3 central ideas which I would like to share first. First one is, God wants you to be a winner, not a winner. Second, learn to be happy. And the third is, don't back down. In this chapter, the writer has given 2 examples. In the first example, he has explained about a little boy who was in the church with his mother. The boy was very energetic. He just could not sit still. He kept standing up on the seat. His mother asked him to sit down. The boy sit down for a while, but again he stand up. He stood up. Mother asked again to sit him down, and again after sitting a few seconds, the boy stood up. At last, the mother put her hands on the head of the boy, pushed him down, and made him sit on his seat. The boy sit for a while and, giving some smile, said to his mom, "Mom, I may be sitting down on the outside, but I quote, I am sitting up on the inside." This statement given by the boy make us thinking that enough inside his mind. The boy was trying to convince his mother that though you are trying to sit me down, I am not sitting, I am not laying myself down. I am very strong from my inside. Such situations we also find in our daily life. When such situation came to us, many of us give up, even if the situation is not very much tough. If we will try for a while, we can get out of that situation. But due to the lack of thinking, due to the lack of courage, we people sometimes let it go and say that I can't do this. I can't face this situation. In this book, in this particularly in the chapter number 21st, he has given another example of a dog whose name was Scooter. He was very strong, very fast, and everyone has believed that none can defeat it. But one day, a little dog whose name was Chihuahua came towards Scooter very speedily and challenged him. When Chihuahua was face to face with Scooter, the Scooter laid down his feet. He made his feet like that a coward dog do. We can say that he surrendered himself in front of that little dog. This story also suggests that if we put ourselves down in a adverse situation, then none can help us. We must need to be strong enough inside from our heart. We need to courage ourselves that we can face such tough situation and can do much better. In this chapter, the writer has also suggested that learn to be happy. How it can be? Yeah.
Hiranlal, your time is over.
Yeah.
Finish your point.
I'm winding up. In this chapter, the writer has also told us that how can we learn to be happy and how can we don't back down. In these two examples, he has given us the message to faith on God, and we have all the energy, all the blessing of God. We must go in adverse situation and not let us down. Thank you guys.
For reminding us again, nobody can help you until you help yourself. I mean, right now I'm reading Bhagavad Gita, and the same advice Lord Krishna gives to Arjuna, that nobody can help you. You have to stand and have courageous. So everything was very connecting to me. So thank you again for reminding us we need courage, we need thinking to overcome the situation. We have less than 1 minute right now, and I will end this meeting, and you can join back again. Meanwhile, I can grab something, an apple or an orange, and I will take you all back to the meeting. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Same link, right?